Hello, my name is Terma, and I want to show you something that has been happening in the background of the channel for the past 5 months. That being how I've been getting stalked by a cult of clones, which are trying to replace me. But to know how we got here, we have to go back to where it started. Here is the story of how a cult of clones is trying to replace me. The first time we ever saw a clone was on the date of 24th of July, where I would go live and play some flaggers. During the stream, someone named Terma_Shadow would join the game and claim they were the real Terma. At the time, this looked like nothing but a joke, as the account was made 3 weeks prior to that, so I didn't bat an eye during that stream. But let's move on to the next sighting. On another livestream where I would play random games, the clone has played during some God's games. Again, repeating the same things, trying to call themselves real. But the next time I've seen them is when I realized how big of a threat they really were. During one of the later streams, that being the Burger Game stream, a different clone would join. That being X-Shadow the Gamer XX, having an extra X in the back of the name. I didn't think much of it again, considering everything still went smoothly, but then I met him. Terma Shadow. This guy is the right-hand man of the one in charge of everything, also being the most important clone. During the stream, he said some questionable stuff, but once the stream ended, I talked with him a little bit more, and this is what he told me.
The Terma Clone Legion will rid this world of life. It is only a matter of time. You will pay Terma. The clones will keep on joining. We are learning how to behave like you. Your previous video was great use to us. Keep giving us intelligence.
And so I did what any reasonable person would. I asked him if I could make a video about the clone. Look at that, after 5 months we're finally here. And so then I did another very logical. I invited him to tomorrow's stream as well, with everyone. Little did I know, however, how meaningful tomorrow was going to be. Also worth mentioning that if you want to see all of these chat logs in their entirety, in the description there is going to be a full unedited video of every single one of our meetings. So the next day, I would make a live stream specifically for the clones, where I would wait for them to join. However, they have added me to their group chat. The oldest messages on there were Terma trying to correct Terma_, so he would be more like me. Ironically, I believe he is the most similar to me out of all the clones, but that's beside the point. Here are some of the messages that highlight important things.
Our boss is a top priority secret. Terma must not find out about him.
This is how I found out about the boss, but they keep secrets really well, so nothing more is known yet.
Hello, I have gathered intelligence, and it is impossible to impersonate Terma due to the antlers of honor on his head.
Interestingly, they found no counters to the antlers yet. As an interesting fact, the antlers were chosen for 2 reasons. 1, because they look really cool on my avatar, of course. And 2 is exactly for this reason. To not be able to copy me directly, unless you play during the RBB event.
I shall now meet X-Shadow the Gamer X now.
This introduces another clone. This one has an extra R at the end of the name. At this moment, they've given me an opportunity to ask 3 questions. This is what I asked. How many clones are there? And he replied,
Over 6.
Are there any other people you've been to except me? And to that he said,
No, only you.
Why me? To which he has responded,
You are different. You are not like ordinary YouTubers.
For the end of the stream, Terma invited me to join Terma _ on flaggers, which I did. But I quickly closed the stream and the game after realizing that was just to analyze me further. Off stream, they told me I could invite 2 more people to the group chat, but not wanting to put others in the danger I was in, I refused. They told me to not try to pull any tricks because they can see all, much like me, since they are clones. The next time I would talk to them is when I would join the island, a really old game made by me. Terma would join and he would make me an offer. He offered me to join them and create a Terma Cataclysm alongside them, with me as their catalyst. I refused, of course, and totally didn't consider a single bit to join them. Terma said I would regret this decision and the fact I interfered with their work. I argued back saying, "What do you mean interfered? You cloned me! You're my clone! You interfered!" Then he asked,
What do you seek? Power, wealth, fame?
and then he told me to.
Join us, and it will be all yours.
I couldn't accept, however, and so he told me.
Very well. I see you are too oblivious to the potential.
After that, he would add,
We are just accomplishing our goals. You are in our way, but thus is the story of the Terma Cataclysm. Call it a story, but it won't be a happy ending. I will speak to him about your rebellious behavior. Your recklessness and childish demeanor in the face of danger won't save you this time.
and before he left, he said,
Those antlers won't keep you safe forever.
During the next few weeks, a new clone appeared, that being Terma Clone Catalyst. Due to me not accepting their offer, they have made their own catalyst. By now, they have also informed me about a game that's currently in the works to prepare the upcoming Terma Cataclysm. And so, I have waited. I've waited until the 30th of October, when a link would appear in the clones group chat. There was a link for a game called The Future is Bright, which was created by Terma Clone Catalyst. It's the default world everyone has on their profile, but altered. The game has quite a bit to offer, so I'm going to take you on a tour on what you can find in here. If you would like to go take a look yourself, however, the link is in the description. When spawning, the first thing you'll see is a sign saying the Cataclysm is near. Going outside, you'll see that the world has a dark atmosphere. Another sign right outside the house tells you to go look for the chest location, because there are secrets over there. Looking around the map, you will immediately see boards telling you to submit to the Cataclysm before it's too late. And I'ma be honest, the bacon silhouettes are off-putting from far away. The main construction zone is also just a complete mess, with parts scattered around everywhere, not making sense. Next to the construction zone, however, there is a snowy area with some lava. A sign in the area says you are on the Terma etching. I didn't get this for a while, but the top-down perspective of this area reveals that the terrain is made so that it looks like my mask, which is a really cool detail I've not seen the first time. Some other interesting bits around the map which aren't that big are this random school which may represent something, but I'm not 100% sure, and this house which is on fire. This being the original spawn point of the default map. Let's move on to the bigger secrets, however. First, we have some secrets which are unrelated to the chest items. Near the construction zone, there is a canyon with two caves. The first cave is called the Passage of Decay, and you can find a skeleton with some text written right next to it saying, "Disobeying has consequences." The second cave, which is really close to the first one, is called the Cave of the Lost. When entering, you're presented with two paths. The bottom path leads to a hole into the void with nothing special, but if you go through the top one, you will find two bacons. One which is sad and one lying dead on the floor, with the text "Do not defect" written next to him. Eventually, this passage also leads into the void. The second landmark unrelated to the chest is the Spiral House. As the name implies, there is a house on a spiral. There isn't much here other than some really buggy steam. If you look through the window, however, you will see a mask on the bed with my dead body under it. A sign inside the house says, "Seek where the cloak sleeps." I believe this refers to the invisibility cloak, which is a chest item, but I find it weird that it refers specifically to it and not the rest of the items. Finally, we can move on to the chest location. The first one is located at some stone structures into the corner of the map. Over here we can find a weird glowing part, and this area is surrounded by signs which say either clone names, redacted, or him. In this area you can find the time clock, which can help you see better in the world. Second on the list, the teleporter. Next to the house spiral you can find some weird stone on the ground with lava that just is somewhere around here, and it doesn't have anything really special around it. The teleporter is going to allow you to move pretty quickly around the map. Third, the firefly jar. This one is located in a mountain hole somewhere behind the house you spawn in. This chest has a sign which reads, "Get out of my head." The fourth item is going to be the speed coil, located in a mountain which is at the edge of the map, around the school and the house on fire. There isn't anything notable about the hole, so we are moving on to the fifth item, the invisibility cloak. This one can be found around that area as well. The cave opening is next to some water. In there we find torches. At the end of the cave, there are 3 clones and what I presume to be the silhouette of the boss. The color of the clone's torso indicates these would be Terma Clone Catalyst, and Terma Underline Shadow. I saw this detail and wanted to point it out, making this even more obvious that these are the 3 most important clones. For the 6th and last item, we have the jump coil. To reach it, we would have to go into the corner of the map with all the mountains. On top of one of the mountains, there is an opening. Jumping down into the hole, we find a sign that says, "The Root." You may not see very well, so let me change the daytime. This area is formed of multiple branching paths. This could refer to the root of the world, though I am unsure yet. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, however. Making our way to the end of one of these branching paths, we find a chest with a sign saying, "All hail the boss." And for now, this is all the game has brought to the table. There is a lot more room to theorize, but it seems like there is nothing to follow that up with, as the clones haven't made an appearance for a while. Feel free to leave your theories in the comments as to what may happen and what this game might mean. But with that, I hope that you've enjoyed the video. If you liked it and would like to see more long-form content, consider leaving a like, since I would love to make more videos like this one. But for a final note about the clones themselves, I have a feeling this story won't end anytime soon. So with that, I hope I will be seeing you into the next video. Thanks for watching.